You don't want to miss this North Fork giveaway.
And I'm talking Taylor again. Welcome back to another episode of the Long Island Tea Podcast, where we spill the tea on living your most boastful, amazing
That works.
life on Long Island. I'm Sharon.
And I'm Stacy.
Welcome back, Stacy.
How are you?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good. What is that? That's new.
That's new.
Cut that.
No, don't. I think it's funny. I'm good.
It's been a week. Mm-hmm. It's been a long week. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, tomorrow's Friday. I was actually off on Monday.
I know, because you did what?
I celebrated my birth.
Yes.
Yay. I can't believe it was Monday. It feels like it was
A year ago?
It was a long time ago. Yes.
What did you do?
I sprinkled a bunch of things over the course of the weekend.
Did your dream come true?
Which my sharing Long Island with my friends. No, but I did practice what I preach, and I went to the beach.
Awesome. We had fantastic
in
weather.
October. We went to a spot where you really can see the sunset. Not that like you can see it set the way you're like driving home and you might see the sky changing colors.
Target parking lot?
No. Is that a thing?
It is.
Which Target?
A thing. Bayshore.
Oh, really?
Yes. To the point where people text me. Yeah.
Right, like,
I mentioned it on here.
But like
numerous times.
Trunks open type of thing? Like people.
Yeah, like hang out in the parking lot.
Oh, no.
It's fabulous.
Oh, that's good to know.
Okay.
That's a nice 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
No, mine was at a different location.
Yours was actually at a beach.
But we really saw it, and it was like, you would think my friends and I had never seen a sunset before. Like, I don't know if we just got there at the right time.
Was it the harvest moon?
Is that a full moon?
Yeah.
It may have been.
Yes.
But like then it just like, it was, the sunset, it was beautiful, but it seemed like a friend kept saying it looked like the Aviator Nation logo. Like it just like that ombre sort of. And it was just, and you really saw the Roy Jabib, like this whole thing. You did. There was every shade. It was so prominent that I was like, you guys, it's Roy Jabib. It's
That's
all
so funny.
And then even as it set, you get like, because I actually looked, I didn't know how long after sunset you still get light, because I didn't want us to be sitting in the dark.
Out. Yeah.
But we had like 90 minutes extra, and then it just continued. I feel like I just got out of like the women's penitentiary and haven't seen a sun.
Yeah.
It like continued to reflect on the bay. We were on the bay side.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it was like
it's like a slow burn.
It was just, that's a perfect way to say it. And not to make myself seem too cool, but I brought a metal detector.
Oh my God.
I meant to send you a picture. I meant to send you a picture of myself just so you know what this age looks like, because you're not there yet.
Oh my God. Did you find anything?
So for a big birthday several years ago, my children got me a metal detector. I wanted it.
Okay.
I specifically wanted it. I wanted it because I envisioned myself reading that some octogenarian lost her engagement ring on the beach, and I would go and I would find it. This is what I envisioned. It's not about like finding like any jewels or pirate booty for myself.
Yeah.
It's doing something good. So I would go to the beach by myself. I would actually go. My birthday's in October, so I would just throw some sweats on, and I would go by myself. And it comes with headphones.
I love this.
So
please,
I'll supply a picture.
Send a picture.
And I would do it, and it was just real. It is incredibly relaxing, and you do it at the beach. And because it was, there was less populated October, November months, than obviously in a June or July. So it was really nice. So I hadn't used it in years.
Did you detect
and I
anything?
dusted her off. Yeah, I detected the same things I detected when I first got it a few years ago. Beer bottle caps.
Yeah.
Quarters.
Okay.
Sometimes, if I was lucky. And then, when you snap a can open.
Oh, yeah, the
I don't know
can
what that's
tabs.
called, the can tabs. A lot of that. But you don't know. So it just goes bananas. And you're like, oh my God, I found something. And you go and you dig like an animal, like a literal animal. And then it's like, oh, it's like a
beer cap.
A paper clip or a beer clip.
But now, so that goes back to your beach combing, where you're cleaning the beach.
Yes.
See?
So I guess I picked up a couple metal items that didn't belong there. Probably got 75 cents.
Love it.
Also.
Love it.
But yes, it was very nice. I did a bunch of things. I went to a concert with my daughter Wednesday, took Thursday off, went into the city and to hang out there, and then came back home and hung out with friends at a bar on Long Island. Friday, we'll get into it. We went on this amazing tour. Saturday, can't remember. So, it's tough to remember the weekend. But then.
This is bananas next door.
If anybody can hear this, there's a party next door, but I think the party consists of two women that just speak very,
and
very
cackle
loudly.
all day
It
long.
sounds like they're in the room with us.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, it was a wonderful birthday. Next year I will live out what I'm going to do, but I do plan on doing it over the winter and spring, which is speaking with our partners and really putting together like a cool experience for friends, for those hidden gems or things that are like, how are we not?
You know who chimed in for your birthday and wished you a happy birthday?
Not only do I screenshot it and sent it to family and friends. Thank you, Sonia Morgan.
Oh, she's
you were
a doll.
the highlight of my birthday. You're better than my mother's gift to me. You are better than my children, being so adorable and kind. They did an amazing birthday gift and card.
What was it this year?
Harper and her friends, they make baskets.
Okay.
And so that's what they give each other for birthday gifts. So she did it. And so she got me a stuffed animal that smells like lavender. You can put it in the microwave, but it's weighted.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I've been like resting it on my shoulder when I watch TV for no reason at all. And I'm like very content. She got me, this is kind of insulting. Then she goes through my makeup bag and says I'm disgusting for having eyeshadow since college. So I don't have an eyelash. She's like, you're supposed to dispose of it every 30 days. I'm like, I know my bank account shows that you do, but no women our age say, oh, I bought this 30 days ago. Are you even kidding?
No.
You probably do because you're nice at makeup. I don't even know the last time I cleaned my blush brush.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little just, that I probably
If it's
should.
powder, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say powder, you're fine.
All right, fine. But like the stuff in there is aged. Anyway, so she got me an
An eyeshadow palette?
No, curler, eyelash curler, some other thing. And then that thing that spreads on your head to give you like a scalp massage, which I sort of laughed at. Nope, I've been using it with that stuffed animal on my shoulder every night.
It's just so amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah. It looks like a claw, right?
It looks like a claw.
Yeah.
It looks like it'll break in a second. It didn't. And then, what's the store? Brandy Melville.
Okay.
Our girls are different ages. You're like probably 2 years behind. There's a store, Brandy Melville, which is like very sort of Americana. There's one in Soho, one on the Upper East Side, and more all around. But also apparently doesn't like my wardrobe. Got me several and I was like, oh, she hasn't been babysitting enough, so I'm pretty sure it's the money I Apple pay her. I'm like, why did I Apple pay you $150 the other day? You didn't come home with anything. She's like, I did. Oh. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway,
I love that.
Sorry,
That's
this
so
is going a
cute.
bit long, but that was nice. It was a very nice birthday. It should be because I'm on the other side of things, and my next big birthday is vile.
It's approaching.
Vile to think about.
I know.
I just like can't be that age.
No, I know.
And I can be because my kids' ages, the numbers all work out. My mom swears I was born the year I was born.
Yeah.
But it can't be.
Scary
I'm
thought.
waiting to wake up from that nightmare.
I know. Well, I'm glad you had a fantastic birthday. I'm glad you went.
Thank you.
Coin counting.
My God. And thank you for my birthday messages.
That was so cute.
Sonia, we'll get drinks.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love that she shouted you out. That's so cute.
That was, as soon as I saw
Did she shout me out? I don't know. I think she did.
She might have. She always engages with us.
She's
She
awesome.
loves us.
It's been a week. It's been crazy. I think, like you said, it feels like it should be,
Saturday.
I really wish it was. Mm-hmm. Today's the first official day of fall.
Is that so? Okay.
Well, it was a couple weeks ago, but weather-wise.
Sorry, I'm in denial. Right, was it like September 27th?
Yes. Yeah. But it's cold, and I got boots on. I'm ready. My suede boots, a sweater. I got my sweater on.
It is sweater weather.
Whipped it out today, and I was like, oh.
I went this morning. So normal people pick out their outfits the night before. I don't know if that's just for kids. I don't do it, but it kills me sometimes. Yeah. I am sometimes late because I just couldn't
put it together.
I couldn't put it together. Yeah. Definitely not a morning person. But today I just went straight to the sweater section, and it's the first time.
I know
it was hard.
It's really hard. I don't love it.
No, and I said I even knew the weather, and I was hoping that what I knew was wrong. And I was like, Alexa, what's the temperature? Hoping it would be like 10-50. She's like, it's 51 with a high of 61. I'm like, ugh. Okay.
I can't wait for the new Alexa to be able to change her voice.
What is?
I don't know. I'm making that up. I'm telling Amazon to do this. Because Alexa, she's like, how many times do you get, how many Alexas do you have in your house, first of all?
We have 3.
Okay, so I do too. And my house is not that big. So like when I'm yelling at one, the other one answers me in the other room.
I know, we have the same
And I'm like, Alexa, shut up.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't hear you. I could not understand you.
We can't do that capability right now.
Anyway,
but yeah, it was cold. Mike Reed still wore t-shirt and shorts.
Oh yeah.
Harper was in sweats though. She was ready. She's in a hoodie and sweats.
Everly is like in complete denial. Like she's 6, so she's very much adamant about what she wears every single day. And she had this, we went on vacation in May, so I bought her like all these new shorts and shirts. I probably bought her like 7 pairs of shorts and 7 shirts, like matching outfits. So cute. That's what she lived in all summer long. Will not go above and beyond anything else.
No, you did well. She loves them.
Yeah. But I'm like, you look like a ragamuffin. Like, come, let's just put this beautiful skirt on. It's so cute. No. But anyways, so she wore that today, and I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, it's chilly. Reed has soccer after school, and I was like, pack Under Armour. You're going to be cold.
Yeah.
But listen, we had summer into October.
I know.
The beautiful thing about New York, and especially in Long Island, 4 seasons.
I know.
So now we're in fall. We don't want to skip any seasons. We just don't want winter eating up the other stuff. But right now, we got September was summer, and now October's fall. This is it. Look out for the foliage. Start buying red wine. Okay, white wine, fine. Rosé if you still want to. It's red wine season.
Yeah.
And that's what I plan on drinking with you often. Just,
yes. I love that.
So let's talk about Friday. We had a very, very cool Friday.
I loved this, speaking of. It was really, really an incredible experience. And I really didn't understand it when we were talking about it and planning it. And Michael was like, we're going to do this. We're going to talk about it. And I'm like, okay, I get the concept and everything like that. It's just something that is, listen, they may have organizations out there that do this or have done this. But I think Eric and his team at North Fork Sites, Bites, and Flights really put their heart and soul into this, and it shows tremendously. So this tour that we did is curated by Eric and his team, and he kind of goes, he'll reach out to you first and ask you what you're interested in and what you want to do. But it's really a real taste of the North Fork from the North Fork flower farm that we went to.
That was so beautiful. I turned into a nerd there.
And it was like, okay, we're at a flower farm. That's cool. But like listening to their stories and how they all met and how they created this farm. And they were just, all 3 couples were execs in New York City. And they really were in the concrete jungle for so many years that they wanted to touch dirt. And they didn't know what they wanted to build. They wanted a farm. All of them met by going out and looking for real estate on the North Fork. They met at a showing together and they decided, let's partner together. They created this farm. It's beautiful. Dahlias were the size of my head. I couldn't believe it. I was just in awe the whole entire time. And then we went to...
That was a great recap, by the way. It's exactly how I felt when I pulled in.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm at a flower farm. I'll like this.
Yeah.
This is, people might like this. And then... we spent so much time there.
We did. We didn't want to leave.
Right? Like
And Eric's like, we have a whole day.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Yeah.
But we're like, no.
And just for the record, like we were talking about like winter stuff. So it's like, all right, so at some point it gets cold. And like, do you guys just shut down? And he was saying they still hold classes in this beautiful barn that, ask me about the architecture when you go there. God. It's like all these like knots and all this stuff that...
Because it's not a single nail.
Right, that's right. That's
in this barn.
Yeah.
And one of the couples that is partners was an architect. So he designed this barn, and it's so breathtaking.
Yep.
Good thing about this farm too is that they do weekly deliveries. So like you would join a wine club and you would get like monthly wine shipments. They do weekly shipments of flowers, and you pick a certain level of costs that you want to pay towards this. And then they literally hand deliver you bouquets, these beautiful bouquets of flowers. He had one woman that was a member, and she called and she's like, why are you sending me more flowers? Like, I don't understand. He's like, because you signed up for this membership. She's like, the other ones are still beautiful. I don't need it. So they put her on a 2-week basis.
Yeah.
When other people are like, no, bring all the flowers to me. I want it surrounding me.
It's beautiful. And it doesn't look like, bouquets that you would get
Well, you think like funeral
bouquet.
flowers, right?
Yeah.
Like those types of things.
It's really
they're
beautiful.
not. They're exotic. They're gorgeous.
But they do. So they have classes over the winter though.
Yes.
So should you be out there, wreath making.
Where did we go after that? We went to the beach.
Went to the beach. Yeah,
So, and he gave us the history of the Long Island Sound, which we've known a little bit, but he really went into the detail about how the Long Island Sound was formed. It was originally a freshwater lake, and then all this history happened with glaciers and things like that, and formed Long Island basically, and that created the Long Island Sound, which was awesome. And then we went from there to a restaurant that I love this story. I literally was in tears when the waitress was telling us this story. This is a restaurant that originated in Northport, and it's really it started out as a takeout restaurant, and he would make his grandmother's meatballs, and people would come and get their meatballs for dinner that night, and then it turned into this beautiful story where he opened it up to a restaurant, and people would come and do tastings. So it was like you can pay a certain amount for
but it's like a 15-course tasting. It's
or
not
like 20 course, the higher you go, but it's one bite of everything. So like we got one spare rib, one.
Those were so.
Oh
I'm
my
not even like a big
God.
just for. I don't mean to
I'm not a
interrupt
rib
you,
fan.
but I'm not a rib. I was going to eat whatever they put in front of me
Right,
that day
was
because it
starving.
was just every single thing, and I don't even. She also gave truffle grilled cheese. Not a grilled cheese. I don't know that I've ever had a grilled cheese that I ever really ate. But they were put in front of us, and the smell, and they looked so good, and you just trusted how amazing all the food was that it was really, really outstanding. I could have done that big boy tasting.
I know, but it was so amazing because it's all family owned. So like the people working in the kitchen, the chefs working in the kitchens are the nephews of the original family. Like it's just incredible story. So I'm not going to go too far into their story. You have to go and listen to them tell it because it's just very heartwarming.
It's also very Long Island.
It is very Long Island.
You know what I mean? Like that generations thing and all the family working in the kitchen or at the bar or serving the food. That is very local. That's one of like the really cool things you'll get here.
Grassroots right there.
Yeah, and you ask the staff.
Yeah,
because
tell
they're
us the
happy
story.
to pause to tell you.
And it's a beautiful story. So they opened up this restaurant in South Holt. They did that right during COVID, I want to say, and then it's just really expanded since. So we left the restaurant, and then we went to the boutique store in South Holt, which was adorable. I loved it. That was really a cute little like hidden gem
with a good soundtrack,
with an amazing soundtrack. And then we left there and we went to Disset Chocolate, which we love. Disset Chocolate, we featured them here on the podcast before. It's hand painted chocolate. You talked about them last week, about it being a part of your birthday dream.
But one thing, can I just say one thing about Disset is they had a chocolate there with Little Ram oysters. If you've watched our You Belong video, those are the oyster farmers. So it was Little Ram oyster, like bonbon, basically.
Yeah.
And so, it's labeled. And so I inquired, because I was like, is there an oyster in it? Like,
What is it? Yeah.
And so they use I'm going to say it wrong, but I think they said they use some of the water.
The brine, yeah.
The brine, and from the bang, that helps make the bang bang sauce. So then she gave it to all of us, and it was exactly how she described. Like, you got the salty brine, but there was heat. It was weird.
Oh,
it was
there
interesting.
Heat? Yeah.
I love heat. I can't. I
wasn't expecting it. Even though she explained it.
No, it's true.
I was like shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. It was like shocking. And as we all know, I'm not an oyster fan. So I'm like mad props to Disset to like convincing me to taste this.
It was cool, but that's what you get when you go into these types of shops. It's just something new. Like, we've all been to chocolatiers, and
they're incredible.
But this is something totally different. And then what'd she give us? Chocolate covered pistachios.
Oh my God.
And I bought a cannoli, like bark or whatever.
Yes, and I bought the malt balls. Oh my God, they were so good.
Were they good?
And I think like they lasted 1 hour in my house.
The car ride home.
Half of it went in the car ride home, and then I gave them to my kids, and they were like, Mom, it was amazing. But my favorite part about the day, which I skipped over, was Conta Costa Winery.
Can't beat it.
Now, it was Michael. That was your first time. When you pull up to Conta Costa, you're breathtaking.
It's grand.
It's grand. I mean, it's in Greenport. It is the most breathtaking sight when you pull up.
Yeah.
And then you go further. So you go into this beautiful winery and you taste their delicious wine. It's absolutely delicious. It's my favorite. I know I shouldn't say that, but it is. And then you're able to walk out onto the deck where sometimes they'll have live music, or, and not entertaining, but
you can just relax, whatever it is, you're there to relax.
And then you walk further onto their fields.
Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes. And you're overlooking this beautiful bluff. It is stunning.
Yeah.
And I think, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're the only winery on the water, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're the only winery on the water. It is just absolutely beautiful. And we got an educational tour about what their vintage is and what's doing well, and what, we were talking about the grapes and how our grapes are so, they work well is because of the soil and the salt air.
Right.
So we're also known that Cab Franc on Long Island.
There.
And it's not, it's kind of questionable. Like, we're a red wine, red grapes, whatever, but we are very well known for our Cab Franc here.
I think the other beautiful thing is that when you look, depending on where you're sitting, you look to one side and you've got the water like you just described, and you look to the other side and you have the vineyard.
Yeah.
So it's like another, I always say, like, just remember, this is Long Island.
Yeah.
You're not in France.
Right.
You're not in some, whatever
Tuscany
other island.
yeah.
You are surrounded by water and vineyards. And the structure itself is beautiful.
Yeah.
The wine is great. So it's really a day. I mean, there are people there that brought their kids. You can tell there are people there that are on a date or having more of a romantic thing. There were, 3 women there that were doing a little bit of a girls' trip. But it's just a place where you can spend a lot of hours and just exhale.
Exhale, exactly. And it's, what I love about it too is I was like looking at, we were there for work. We were doing a tour and all that. So it was like a little bit of a sped up time for us because we had places to be. But I looked over at one point and there was like a couple, and they were just sitting there playing Scrabble on their phone, on their iPads. And I'm like, I want to be doing that right now. Like, just sitting here drinking delicious wine, overlooking the water, playing Scrabble. Like, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then they ended the tour. And again, back to this company, North Fork Sites, Bites and Flights. Eric and his wife have had like their retirement age. They've, I asked him, I'm like, what did you do before this? He's like, I actually still do. Yep. And I'm like, you're still working? He's like, yeah, we started this. We're getting retirement age. We wanted something to do when, we're not done working, and wanted something fun. And he really, really is like so enthralled in this business. And I think he's so knowledgeable. The amount of information that he was able to provide with stuff that we thought we already knew, he just went deeper and more into it. And it was just really, really an incredible experience. So
you could tell he was excited to share the information that he had, because it wasn't the type of information that you already knew.
Right. It was really a lot of history.
Especially us. We're a tough crowd because we know a lot.
Yeah. And I think he knows that. And I think that's what's so funny.
And then just mention how he drives you around.
Yeah. I was getting there. His knowledge is just so incredible. But what the best part too is he's your chauffeur.
Yeah,
so he picks you up. He's the one who picks you up and takes you around, and you get to meet him at your choice of location on the North Fork. And then, like I said, he kind of curates the tour to your liking. He'll ask you a few questions, what you're into. One of the things that he does is like an unlimited oyster eating thing. I don't like oysters.
We're going to change that because we talk about it too much. We're going to turn you around.
I know. So that's one of the things he'll end the night with. But he does 2 tours, a half-day tour and a full day. So one for 4 hours and one for 8 hours. And he said he could make these, he can turn them into, like 6 hours and 10 hours. Yeah. But because there's so much to do and give out there, I think it's all depending on what you want. But I highly recommend it. And I also highly recommend that our hot teas, try it yourself, because you can enter to win our giveaway through October 15th for a chance to win a half-day tour for 2. And this is a value of $600.
I reposted this on my Instagram yesterday.
This is incredible. Because, again, the $600 price tag that would go to it, it covers everything. It covers all the food that you're eating, all the wine tastings you're eating, and all the gratuities that you need to give. So it's just one flat rate, and you have this amazing day.
Right. Take 4 friends. It's the same thing you'd spend if you went out to a nice dinner.
Right.
Except you have 4 hours of experiencing all these amazing things.
Amazing.
All these places that you want to see.
Yes.
On the North Fork.
Exactly.
I want to discuss another thing that we attended together last week.
Okay.
Residence Inn, Marriott, grand opening.
Yeah.
So a lot of people said the same thing last week. So, when hotels open, we're there to support them. They're our partners, and, they're great for meeting spaces, weddings, all that stuff. This was one of the ones that we went into. And listen, love you, Marriott. Love you, Residence Inn. This one was pretty special, though. I think the lobby itself, just, we did the tour, but in the lobby is a place that, like, you really might go to, like, meet your friends for drinks.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the design is beautiful. It's so welcoming. It's really, really high end. It was very high end, and we both walked in like shocked because, big flag hotels, they all kind of follow the same design and structure into their hotels. So, but this wasn't your average Residence Inn.
Yeah, and you heard people come in. Everyone was like, "This is nice."
Whoa!
But it's nice, and it's right by our one of our partners, the Halston.
Yes.
So that's a nice, go out if this is in Melville, and if you for whatever reason you need to stay at the hotel, that you can have beautiful drinks in the lobby there and just walkable. I mean, really, it's like you walk out of the hotel almost
across
into
the street.
almost into the Halston. So that's a nice 1-2 punch. But yeah, I had said to friends, like, why don't we, when we talk about, like, we don't have a lot of bars in our town, just to grab a drink.
Yeah.
It's like, why aren't we going to these like cool
fun
new
places?
hotel bars?
Yeah.
Like, so
you never know who you're
that was
meet.
cool. That was fun. And
you should do that. Forget the bridge across Connecticut. Go hang out in a hotel lobby.
But who else is like? What single people would be hanging? I mean, I guess it makes things easy.
Know.
Yeah, sorry, kids. Hope you're not listening. I'm gonna blow my hair out this weekend.
Should we get into our episode?
Yeah.
I mean, even further.
Let's do it. Let's do the Long Islander of the week.
Yes. Tell me about it.
So Michael Landsberg, he's a chef from East Islip. And October, as many of us know, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
It has affected, a lot of us and our families, friends. But so this Michael Landsberg, he survived a rare and aggressive form of male breast cancer, which is lesser known. But instead of quietly moving on and, sort of keeping to himself, he turns experience into action by organizing a fundraiser to support local residents battling the disease. And his event brings together the community, inspires people from all over to donate a treasure trove of goods, gift cards, other prizes to an event next week that's expected to raise thousands of dollars for people suffering the ailment. And again, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and stories like Michael's are a reminder that cancer does not discriminate. Women, we know, we've been doing it, it's advised that we do it when we're 40. I don't know that if it's the same thing for men, but men, get yourself checked out, learn how to do your own checks, the same that that we're taught in the shower, in front of the mirror, but check yourself, stay informed, and then also, support efforts that make early detection and treatment possible.
This is really, truly, truly, truly something that we talk about every October. We should talk about it all the time because it's, like you said, cancer doesn't discriminate.
Yep.
And I think it's very important that you remind yourself and your friends and people to detect. Yeah. Early detection is absolutely key.
It's not, it's not a doctor appointment you look forward to.
No.
It's not comfortable.
No. Although they do have, I have to say, the last time I got my mammogram, it was a lot easier than it used to be. Did you see that new scan that's out now where it's like better than an MRI, where it like detects everything?
No.
It's like, I see it all over social media, and it almost makes me wonder if it's real. It has to be. But it's like wild. Do you know?
It's just the celebrities that are doing it right now, right?
I
Is
guess.
that what you're seeing?
I'm seeing the actual scan.
Oh,
like,
you
so
are?
I'm not seeing anybody actually do it, but like I'm seeing the X-rays.
I've only seen it where it's like celebrities, like ones that
like
don't need it.
it's a full body scan. So if it's like you
everything.
ever have any questions, like I had a friend once that like went to the doctor all the time because she just wanted to know if anything was wrong, and I'm like, well, you're seeking things out, like because then it turned into like all this stuff, but. I think if everybody has this scan at least once a year, you should be good.
Here's the thing about the scan. The radiation is very high. Oh. It's going through your whole body and trying to detect all these things. So it's actually like it's great, but it's also very high radiation. I also had read that there are like the futures, and I may have been on Shark Tank, that you can, how like you can send in specimens into a lab and they'll tell you that is the future, that like you can take your own blood basically and you send it in, and like actually actual doctor visits will be reduced, and you're just going to send in what they gather in a doctor's office, and these companies will make it super easy for you, and then you can constantly get tested for like all these
wild
things. Anyway, enough with
I don't know if
Long Island medical.
You know what? I'm just going to say one more thing about it. I was in the hospital recently, and I was listening to another patient next door, and the nurse kept coming back for a sample, and the guy's like, "What? I've given two. I don't understand." And the nurse is like, "The lab keeps losing it," and I'm like, "How is that possible?"
It's like spelling it?
I don't know. No, can't find it. Can't locate it.
Oh,
so like, there's just random samples.
It's like a lot of water.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But man, this poor guy.
He's going to need to drink a lot of water when he gets home, because he's losing all of it. So Long Island life, let's get to this. There's just a lot of lovely happenings.
Yes, this is amazing.
On Long Island. And we don't know, there's always a lot of great stuff, but this particular week, these stories feel really nice and light. Let's get into the New York Islanders.
Okay. It's my turn. Why so many Islander alums never leave their new home of Long Island. Long after their skates have been hung up, dozens of New York Islanders alumni have found themselves calling Long Island home, not just out of convenience, but out of love for the community, the coastlines, and the culture. As highlighted in a most recent New York Post article, former bruising defenseman Eric Carnes, once eager to flee after each season, now lives year-round in West Islip, drawn in by the beaches, golf courses, and his wife, Kimberly. I love this because even the Quebec native, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, Benoit Hogue, swapped his boat for a motorcycle, but remains rooted on the island. He never left after retiring in 2002. 2002. An enduring connection dates back to the Islanders' first captain, Ed Westfall, who helped incoming players settle in and sparked a culture of Long Island loyalty. This is really, truly like...
We talk about sports on Long Island a lot, and, even youth sports.
Yeah.
But once you're here and
once
living
an Islander,
here,
always an
playing
Islander.
here, you get hooked.
You do.
And I feel like it's, I don't know if it's just because it's considered maybe a suburb of New York City or whatever, but once you're here and you're able to especially these athletes, they have the ability to sort of travel on off days. You see the water, the wineries, the beaches, the restaurants, the downtowns. It's hard to leave.
It is hard to leave. And I think, you know why, Stacy? You know why? It's because where you belong.
Yeah, we are.
Long Island is where you belong. No, I really love that story. St. James Lunch Lady, have you been watching? Because I'm a little jealous for anybody that listens or has listened in the past.
Wheel of
Fortune. I applied to Wheel of Fortune. Do you know this about me?
No.
Yeah.
Nope. And?
Crickets.
Did you just said, I'm Sharon, I want to be on it? Or did you do, okay, I wasn't sure
you have
if you
to do
went.
a whole application. It's a whole application.
But you don't do anything, you didn't do anything in person.
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know if you went to a trial and didn't guess the right thing, and they said, oh, okay.
The last question was, they asked you what, I think it was something about specifics. Do you I think they gear it towards special episodes. So one episode will be all about teaching. So they only get teachers. Mm-hmm. Golfers, whatever.
So they don't have a DMO one yet.
They don't have a DMO one yet, and I'm here for it. So listen, Ryan Seacrest and Vanna, holla at your girl, okay? But St. James Lunch Lady scores sweet victory on Wheel of Fortune because Katie McCann, the lead food service worker at St. James Elementary, swapped her hairnet for high stakes on national TV and came out a big winner. She won over $65,000 in prizes. She made it to the last puzzle.
Nice.
She also won a 2025 Toyota Tacoma and a week-long all-inclusive trip to St. Croix.
The most important one is what you're about to read.
A year's supply of candy from Dylan's Candy Bar.
That's it. That's all I want.
and then over $22,000 in cash. She's a longtime fan of the show. McCann's path to the big stage began 2 years ago with an online audition. See, this is what I'm talking about. After a missed opportunity, she finally flew out to compete and nailed the final puzzle, Fuzzy Slippers. I'm telling you,
it could be you. It still
could be me. It really could be me. I don't know if I would have like the luck of the draw though. Like if I would just constantly go bankrupt, because that's the dark cloud that surrounds me.
Wait. Oh, God.
But
oh no,
I would get the puzzles.
First of all,
would get the
there's
puzzles.
no dark. Let's just make sure we're okay. Hold on. I think you would do great on the show. I think that you should apply again. I can't imagine that it's a one and done. Do it again. And you know what they host on Long Island also?
What?
The Price is Right. You could go out for that.
Yeah.
You just have to be like,
who is that now? Who hosts that?
It's what's his
Andy something. Yeah. Military guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Get it, Michael.
Drew Carey.
Drew
Drew Carey.
Yeah.
See, I was right with Andy.
Oh, yeah. Maybe some people call him Andy. Wait, so Price is Right, my brother-in-law was on it.
No way.
He
Was it Bob Barker?
Yeah, it was Bob Barker.
Oh my God.
He was on it probably
Happy Gilmore.
25, 30 years ago. My brother-in-law is a very successful podiatrist now, but at the time, I think he was in podiatry school.
Okay.
And in order to put himself through, he would dress like a clown and Barney and go to these kids' birthday parties. That's how he got himself through podiatry school. And so I think that's how he positioned himself, that he's like a clown on the weekends.
I love it.
He got called up, and the minute he called up, he started breakdancing. I can try and get you this footage. He was breakdancing, and he won his round.
Okay.
But and they lived in a very small apartment, so they had to sell it all. It was like a grandfather clock.
Right,
and
right.
These like large pieces of like furniture they couldn't have. But won his round, but lost in the spin.
Oh, man. Yeah. I also want to go on Family Feud.
Do you watch Celebrity Family Feud?
No.
It's a must. It's listed separately.
Okay.
And you'll be very into some of the families.
I love this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So speaking of TV, we've got a Long Island teen that's on The Voice. Ava Nat Malone, 18-year-old singer from Long Island, made a standout debut on NBC's The Voice this past Monday, and earned a coveted spot on Coach Niall Horan's team.
Love it.
She performed a hit that is very big in my home, Gracie Abrams' emotional ballad, I Love You, I'm Sorry. How was that? Pretty good?
That was really good.
You were the best, and you were the... I'll keep going. Listen to the song on your way home. You're going to get hooked immediately, I promise. And you'll say, wow, she did a really great job in
yes.
there. So she performed that during the blind auditions, and she impressed not only Niall, but all the other coaches. Reba McEntire, Snoop Dogg, both of whom tried to recruit her. She's a recent high school graduate, now a freshman at Belmont University, Nashville, majoring in commercial music. So we are very excited. She's one to watch on Long Island. Doesn't surprise me. There's a ton of talent here. And so we're excited.
We're excited. Yeah. I love this. And I love The Voice. And I haven't watched it most recently. So I'll have to tune in, because I didn't realize that Snoop Dogg was a judge.
Mm-hmm. Did you said you tried out for Wheel of Fortune. Have you ever tried out for
The Voice? No. I can't sing. You know what happened on Long Island that we've been watching for years and decades. The Long Island Expressway upgrade is finally complete. And it was a $17.7 million project to restore a 6-mile stretch of the LIE, or the 495, like we like to call it, between exit 67 and 69 in Brookhaven. 6741. This launched in fall of 2023, and the work replaced deteriorated concrete from the 60s, 70s.
Nice.
With high-strength materials, sealed cracks, restored shoulders, and added reflective markings for a smoother, safer ride. Much of the work was done overnight to minimize traffic disruptions.
That's nice.
Kathy.
Kate Ho. Katie, yeah.
Governor Kathy Hochul called the expressway vital to Long Island. To agree 1,000% with this, because as we know, there's some traffic on Long Island.
Yep.
A little bit of traffic here.
That's what happens. There's a strong desire to be somewhere.
Yeah.
A lot of people flock there.
They're all trying to get there.
So from one one type of transportation to another.
Yes.
Let's go to butterflies and flying. There was a monarch butterfly with a broken wing that was saved at Sweetbriar Nature Center in Smithtown. This is lovely. It's thanks to a delicate wing transplant.
Did you see this video?
Yeah,
it was incredible.
By Wildlife Rehab Director Janine Bendixson. Well done, Janine. So using contact cement and a donor wing. Like, who knew these things even, like...
So
like,
it's
does a
wild.
butterfly mark off that they want to be a donor? The quick procedure went viral online and sparked global interest. And now the butterfly is flying again, continuing its journey to Mexico, which, again, I love Long Island. We can have a journey to Mexico.
We can migrate to Mexico anytime.
But that was really cool.
This was a really cool video, and I don't think she realized how viral it was going to go, so she was probably super proud of that. But my question is, how did she keep the butterfly? I know it's missing half a wing, but like, how did she keep it steady?
Sedate it. You must like touch it with something, and it like gets knocked out for like a month. Yeah. I guess you have to sedate it because I think it by nature, its desire is to,
yeah. Mm-hmm. So she did a really great job doing that, and she recorded the whole thing, and this video went crazy viral. So kudos to them.
Yeah, and like, you know, we talk about it more like in professional sense, but life sciences are huge
here on Long Island.
So while this is like a very cool story, it's not surprising that it happens here because we have these resources, and so it's cool to read about the fact that things can happen like that.
I loved it, and I was also thinking, I didn't realize that she used cement glue. I was thinking, like, what if the butterfly gets wet? Like, what happens to? But cement. It's not going to go anywhere. I love it.
That wing is on for life. It's like when you get like a hip replacement. Yeah. Like, you can't. It's just the other hip you have to worry about.
Exactly. We have a new blog, Stacy, and it's exploring my favorite place on earth, Bayshore, New York. Bayshore is known as the getaway. I really need to put my readers on sometimes. The gateway to Fire Island. It's a vibrant South Shore downtown, just an hour from New York City by train. Beyond the ferry, it offers a thriving food scene. It 100% does. Charming shops, absolutely. And a beautiful waterfront views, perfect for a day trip or weekend start. Kick off your day with a Long Island breakfast, explore boutiques, and sample some local wines at Fire Island Vines, which is awesome. Dining options range from fresh seafood at Coastal Kitchen and Daiquiri Bar to inventive American fare at the Tap Room. And the Marina and Great South Bay provide scenic strolls and family-friendly spots like Benjamin's Beach and Shipwreck Cove, my favorite. This is like so cool. But even that beach right there, they have like this, oh my God, what's it called? Zip lining. For the kids, you know, like
nice.
It's so cool. And then you can enjoy live music at the Bandshell and experience some Sweet Jane cocktail bar, Art Deco, ambience, and traditional absinthe. What is this? Absinthe.
You never had absinthe?
No. Fountain service. I don't know what that is.
Oh my.
I love Bayshore. I think it's really one of those true walkable downtowns. You can go into so many different places but the community itself is really incredible. This weekend, I think this will have aired by then. I'm not sure. But they do trunk or treat on Main Street.
Oh,
so
very
they shut
cool.
the Main Street down and like you decorate the trunk of your car.
Yeah.
And you can just take your kids trick or treating into the stores and into the community. It's really a fun little event.
The trunk
this Saturday when this airs, October 18th.
Yes, I love this. So come down. I'll be there.
Trunk or treat
children.
is one of those things that for me was created due to COVID. I never really knew that was a thing before, and I love that it stuck around because what a cute day to be in your town.
It is so fun, and then they do music at the end and like pumpkin painting. It's really a fun event. So I'll be there if you want to come say hi.
Bayshore is one of those towns for me that I was not really aware of until my adult years.
Yeah.
And especially until I started going out to Fire Island.
Yeah.
And then, you know, at some point we would just go to the ferry, come back, and go back home. And then we ultimately realized how cool Bayshore is. So it becomes an entire, you know, like we'll take a ferry at, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, come back, and then go out and have dinner in Bayshore.
Yeah.
So
it's really
it's one of those good towns that, like, when I talk about the towns I wish I looked at to live in.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones that I missed out on.
It seriously has been thriving over like the past, I would say, 10 years. It's just every time I turn around, there's another restaurant opening or another boutique shop opening. And they're really, again, going back to those small towns, it's like a community feel, and you hear these stories. You talk to the bartender or the waitress, or you talk to the shop owner, and you hear their story and how they really got involved and how like they just never left and they opened up their business. It's amazing. So for more information on our blog, go to discoverlongisland.com/blog. Again, discoverlongisland.com/blog.
Let's do this weekend on Long Island. Let's help these people create a beautiful weekend for themselves. This segment is sponsored by our friends at East End Getaway, your go-to source for Long Island's best events and experiences. Long Island's Aquarium. I mean, these guys do not stop with their events. They have a haunted treehouse October 17th and 18th from 7 to 9 p.m. So if you're having a hard time what to do after dinner with your kids, climb into spooky fun with this nighttime adventure through a haunted treehouse in Riverhead.
And then Bats, Barnacles, and Broomsticks is Friday, October 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is also at the aquariums. Halloween Bash is packed with costumes, crafts, sea creatures, and spooky surprises for all ages.
And Fall Festival at the Good Grounds Park. That's Thursday, October 17th from 4 to 6. Celebrate the season with family-friendly activities in the heart of Hampton Bays.
And then Fall Harvest Festival at Tuttle Museum on Friday, October 18th from 10:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can enjoy hay rides, games, local history as this charming Mattatuck tradition.
So plan your East End adventure now at eastendgetaway.com. Again, eastendgetaway.com.
Love this. Are we on to celebrity already?
Yeah.
Okay. So, wow, that flew.
We're doing
great.
well.
We're doing well.
If we do say so ourselves.
You guys have been doing this a decent amount of time.
Yeah, we know. We know how to do this. This is good. I forgot what I was going to say about Taylor. Okay, so I have to unpack some things.
Okay. This is going to be an education for me.
Okay. Well, I talked about Taylor Swift's engagement to Travis Kelce. And I kind of gave it a little hell, if I do admit. So first, I apologize to all the Swifties. Secondly, I have to redeem myself because she was on Jimmy Fallon and she's doing her press tour. And funny enough, I haven't watched Fallon in a long time, but I do love him. So like I kind of watch him on TikTok instead of watching him on TV. I follow him. And I found this clip of him interviewing Taylor. And I had said like he proposed to her somewhere random. No, he was at his house, his like parents' house. And he built this fabulous, amazing, gorgeous garden while they were doing the podcast. Him and his brother have a podcast, and they had Taylor as a guest. So they had all the windows blacked out, and like while this was being built, because he knew he was going to be like asking her.
Oh yeah.
And so they recorded the podcast, and then he's like, "Oh, okay, let's go outside and have a glass of wine, whatever." And he proposes, and the ring, I finally saw it close up. Okay. Because all of the pictures that I saw of the ring, I didn't like it.
This is the apology tour.
This is I'm in my apologetic era. It is stunning.
Yeah.
It is stunning. He had it completely designed. He knows that she loves this jeweler.
Yeah.
That she works with all of her tours and things like that. But he had it designed to her liking and things. He took like bits and pieces of he paid attention. Yeah. Listen, guys, he paid attention and he's had this planned and he's been planning it and it is breathtakingly beautiful. So I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. Don't leave me. No.
Stop harassing her.
I love it. I think that, congratulations, Taylor.
Yeah, and in a different way, it's like she's got all the money. So what he had to do was be thoughtful about it. And this translates to people that are not as wealthy as these two.
Right, exactly.
It really is about what you said, like, listen up, guys. And it's true. Listen to your significant other.
Yeah.
And now you have the ability to now ask questions, ask subtle questions over a period of time, gather the information, put it together. Speak to a jeweler, speak to that person's best friend, mother, father, whoever that can also help you. But it is the thought that counts. It's not necessarily about the size of the diamond. I mean, it is, but it's not. I don't know. Just trying to send a good message out.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, because he's not going to impress her with how big the diamond is. She could
that's
buy
the
it
thing.
for herself.
She could buy it for herself, buy anything she wants, whatever. She's gazillionaire. And so is he. But at the same time, I think it was just, he really planned out that, like, he made it so beautiful. And I really regret saying what I said. So I just think that's, so I wanted to recap that. I mean, not repack that.
Did you hear what she was saying? So let's forgive, like, collectively.
Yes.
Leave her alone, guys. Okay? We know you know where
Apology
she lives.
accepted.
Don't harass her kids anymore. Stop knocking on the door over here in Hot Pod. Did you see her reaction when they said that when she rejected the offer to perform at the Super Bowl?
I did. I didn't fully see it.
She was saying that basically, like, she's locked in. When her man's on the field playing this very dangerous sport, she's locked in to make sure he's okay, that he's also doing well, that she can speak to him about his performance after the fact. And she was like, he's putting his body life on the line. He's playing, But she's like, the funny thing she said was, can you imagine me saying, so what should my choreo be? So that was her funny line.
I saw, it's Bad Bunny, right? Bad Bunny, which is awesome. And Adele?
No.
I heard Adele.
She said no.
She said no.
She did say no.
That's why Bad Bunny's doing it.
Oh, okay.
That would be a wild come
right,
up.
okay, because I was going to say, that's wild. But yeah, so that should be a good halftime show.
Yeah, I have to get caught up on more Bad Bunny because I will be very into it when it comes on. It'll be halftime already, drinks flowing, in the mood to dance. He's a funny guy. He's a good entertainer. And what I like is for, even like when Kendrick did it last year, in my head, I'm very familiar with Kendrick Lamar, but wasn't sure how he was going to be like an entertainer.
Yeah.
Because I just pictured him a guy with a mic. And
right.
But it was amazing. He brought in
amazing.
dancers and he was part of the choreo. And, then you've got the lights and so Bad Bunny obviously is he's a performer also, but I'm very excited to see how they make his performance grand.
Yeah, I agree. I think I loved Kendrick's performance. I'm a huge fan. And I just think what they did with all of that after social media wise, was amazing.
Yeah. It's a section.
It's a section.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So good for him. But yeah, I agree. I'm excited for this halftime show. I am so glad that Taylor turned it down because poor Travis would be like, oh, well, steal my thunder.
Right. And we get to watch her react.
Saying that the Kansas City Chiefs will be going to the
right. That's true. That's true.
Super Bowl.
I like seeing her next to his mother. I feel like those moments
that's
are
what
cute.
I mean. I think
that's what you want.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love it. Any more celebrity?
Nope.
Okay. This is a great episode.
Yeah, this was good.
I needed the good laughs. Thank you for that. So listen, Hot Teas, give us a review. 5 stars. If you feel so good to do. I don't know. Write us a review. Let us know what you think. Reach out to us. DM us. Call us.
Let us
email
know your Long Islander of the week.
Yeah.
Your neighbor, teacher, baker.
Let me know you forgave my apology.
Yeah, please let us know because she's feeling it's a door closed situation here since she said it.
Yeah, it's bad. And tune in next week.
Thanks, guys.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.